Welcome back to Easy English, Relaxed English Conversations. I am Lily.
And I am James.
And today we are doing another deep dive. But before we jump in, how was your week?
Well, it was actually pretty eye-opening, to be honest. I tried that projection check-in from episode 3.
Oh, right. How did that go with your messy friend?
Yeah, so I finally realized my annoyance with him was actually just my own, hidden messiness that I was projecting onto him.
Oh, wow. That is a huge realization.
It really was.
Mm.
But to be honest, it kind of led to this other weird feeling. I've been feeling pretty unfulfilled at work lately.
Wait, really? Why is that?
I don't know, I just realized I'm like completely hiding a talent of mine there.
Yeah.
I just go through the motions every day.
Well, that actually leads perfectly into our deep dive today because our mission is to help you, the listener, uncover those hidden workplace talents.
Oh, perfect. I definitely need this then.
Yeah, we want to help you stop simply going through the motions and start finding genuine fulfillment in your career. We're pulling from some really compelling educational materials today.
Right. So what exactly are we looking at?
Well, it's all based on this fascinating psychological concept. Let me just introduce the term. Golden shadow at work.
Uh-huh.
Just taking a couple of seconds to let that sink in. Basically, in very simple English, it means the hidden strengths or talents, like organizing or listening, that you don't use at your job because you think they aren't valuable or you're scared of judgment.
Oh, okay.
So to say it one more time, that is your golden shadow at work.
What's fascinating here is that we often hide these skills because we just falsely assume they aren't like important enough, right?
Right, exactly. We think they don't count as real professional skills.
Yeah, we just discount our own value entirely. Like we assume because we are naturally good at it, it must be worthless to everyone else.
Okay, let's unpack this with an analogy. Having a golden shadow at work is like, well, it's like having a top tier $1,000 smartphone, but you only use it to make phone calls.
Wait, how does that even work? Why wouldn't you use the apps?
Right. You don't use the camera or the internet because you convince yourself those other features just aren't relevant to what a phone is supposed to do.
Oh, wow. That makes so much sense. You just ignore all the best features.
Exactly. And before we can start using these hidden talents, we need to understand why we ignore them in the first place.
Usually because our attention is like entirely hijacked by our flaws.
Yes. Which brings us to our second key term, workplace weaknesses.
Yeah.
Just giving that a beat. So, to explain it simply, workplace weaknesses are the things you legitimately struggle with or are bad at, like getting nervous during public speaking.
Yeah, totally different from the shadow.
Exactly. So again, those are your workplace weaknesses.
People constantly mix up their golden shadow with their workplace weaknesses, don't they?
Oh, all the time. But they are exact opposites. A weakness is something you struggle with, while the golden shadow is something you are actually incredibly good at, but you just hide it.
Yeah, the mix-up happens because workers spend so much time and anxiety just obsessing over fixing their weaknesses.
They completely forget to use their existing strengths.
Exactly. They get tunnel vision.
But wait, aren't we supposed to focus on fixing our weaknesses so we become well-rounded employees? I mean, if I'm bad at public speaking, shouldn't I focus on that rather than, my secret ability to organize things?
Well, obviously growth is good, but over-fixating on weaknesses just drains your energy completely.
Oh, I guess that's true. It is exhausting.
Right. Utilizing the golden shadow is what actually makes you stand out. It makes you a go-to person for your team. And honestly, it just makes you feel happier.
That makes a lot of sense. So, if these strengths make us unique and happy, why on earth do we bury them so deeply?
It really comes down to self-sabotage, doesn't it?
It does. The materials show that the primary reason we hide our golden shadow is just fear.
Yeah. Fear is a huge driver here.
And there are specific reasons too, like thinking the skill is too small or just saying, that's not my job.
Oh, the classic not my job excuse.
Yep. Or the fear of failure, like, what if people don't like my idea? Plus the fear of standing out and being different.
Or worrying you'll look like a show-off to the boss. That's a big one in corporate environments.
Totally. But by hiding these talents, the only person we hurt is ourselves. We miss out on growth and just make our work lives harder.
Yeah, it's completely counterproductive.
Let me give you an example from the source material. Imagine an employee who is naturally amazing at organizing.
Okay.
They quietly want to help organize the office party, but they turn the chance down out of fear.
Wait, why? Because they think it's not important.
Exactly. Or they worry they'll look like they're just showing off to management.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, we really have to look at the trade-off happening there.
Right. The risk versus the reward.
Exactly. What is the actual worst-case scenario of offering your talent? Maybe the boss says no, and nothing changes.
You just go back to your desk.
Right. But the best-case scenario is that your work becomes significantly easier and more enjoyable. The risk-reward ratio heavily favors stepping out of the shadow.
It really does. Understanding this fear of judgment is the first step. But how do we practically bring these talents into the light without overwhelming ourselves?
Yeah, people need actual, actionable solutions, not just theory.
Exactly. And the sources provide this amazing tool called the Golden Shadow Work Check-in.
Okay, I'm taking notes. What is it?
It's a really quick 5-minute, 3-question exercise. It's designed to activate your hidden talents through very small steps.
Just 3 questions.
Yeah. Question 1. What skill am I good at that I don't use at work?
Oh, that requires some honesty.
It does. Question 2. Why am I hiding this skill?
That's where you have to confront the fear.
Spot on. And question 3. What is one small way I can use this skill this week?
I like that it emphasizes a small way.
Let's look at an example. If your hidden talent is organizing, your small step could be just offering to help a coworker organize their desk.
Oh, wow. That's super manageable.
Or if your hidden talent is listening, your small step could be asking a colleague how their day is and truly listening to their answer without any distraction.
Without looking at your phone or anything.
Exactly. So what does this all mean? It means this whole process is surprisingly low pressure.
Yeah, it really is.
You don't have to overhaul your whole career. You just help a coworker with their desk.
Right, because activation is not about perfection, it's about momentum.
Momentum over perfection. I love that.
Every small step dismantles that fear of judgment. And slowly, it integrates your true strength into your daily routine.
Which is exactly what we want. Well, let's bring this all together.
Sounds good.
To summarize, the golden shadow at work consists of your hidden workplace talents like listening or explaining things clearly.
Yeah, the things you're naturally great at.
Right. And you really shouldn't let your workplace weaknesses distract you from those strengths. Recognize that fear of showing off is what's holding you back.
Definitely.
And when you finally start using these hidden strengths, it makes your work so much more fulfilling.
It really changes the game. And, if we think about this on a macro scale,
Oh, I like where this is going.
if every single person in an office suddenly activated their golden shadow, all those hidden listening, organizing, and explaining skills coming to light at once, how radically would the entire company culture shift overnight?
Oh, wow. It would be a completely different workplace.
Exactly. What if your hidden talent is the exact missing piece your team is desperately looking for?
That is such a powerful thought, and we really want you, the listener, to take action on this today.
Yes, please take just 5 minutes today to answer the 3 check-in questions we talked about. And we would love it if you could answer them in the comments below in simple English.
We really would. So, my specific question for you is, what is one talent or strength you have been hiding in your golden shadow? Please let us know in the comments.
I can't wait to read what people share.
Same here. And join us for our next deep dive, where we will be discussing shadow and family, focusing on how your childhood and family shape your shadow self.
That one is going to be incredibly interesting.
It really is. Well, that is all the time we have for today. We will see you next time on Easy English, Relaxed English Conversations. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.